What's up, boys? Today we're going to be trying to do an Omni Elemental Interrogator, scaling up as many different status effects as possible here. So the main things we're looking for are the new overclock for the sludge pump, allowing you to drop fire and electrical ground on top of the default acids, and then also the Krakatoa Sentinel, which now also drops electrical ground when it expires on top of the burning ground with the level 18 overclock. And then to go with that, we will take either the impact axes or the Nishanka. With the axes, we can add in a burning and acid ground as they're thrown out, and the Nishanka can naturally get a ton of different elementals effects added to it, and I think I would prefer that, but the two extra beam weapons are the most important. So here we go, sludge pump. I think I'm not going to spend a ton of rerolls for the final one, probably just sit with whichever one we get first, since it's the least important one here. And then also, if we get the disposable tech for the Krakatoa Sentinels, that'll be a kind of cool combo with the ground effects that they leave at level 18, since we can make those expire a lot faster and they'll just constantly be near me. That's the one where you invert lifetime on most things, but not all of them. Shield belts? Nah, we'll take the coupons to buy more stuff in the shop. Here I'll take a sludge pump level, some XP. It might just be on the drones where it inverts the lifetime and adds a pool, but I think it'll still make dropping the ground effects easier to sort of pull the bugs through them. If we get the Bolt Shark, I can get acid upgrades between that and the sludge pump. I'm not sure if that's good though. I'll take the reload speed. We're going full into damage over time, so the crit stats won't be that great, and Interrogator has a penalty to regular damage. Well, I guess it's to all damage, but then the huge status effect you have, the 100% cancels that out for status effects and gives you a nice bonus to them. Try and keep the flamethrower on him since he's going to be a pain this early on. Get all the damage we can early on. Try and pull him through some detonators. Then keep the flamethrower on him as long as possible. Let's go for some early pickup here. Sludge pump, and we can check the first overclock. Does that work on status effects? It might for an overclock. I guess we'll try that. Lifetime, I guess we'll grab a bit of that.
Satisfied. The drop pod
Potency is solid for that. And then a bit of movement speed here. And then the Bolt Shark, I think I will take that. Then we just need the Krakatoa Sentinel as the final weapon, and that'll be a little bit easier to roll now that we've gotten the other stuff out of it. And again, I'm not sure if that works on status effects, probably not. I'll take a fire rate here. Reload for the sludge pump. Bit of acid and potency over just a regular damage. Fire rate over damage. Lifetime.
You made short work of stage 1.
So we'll add the fire effect to that definitely, and then what else do I want? I guess we are going mainly beam focused, so I will take that here. And we'll go for some lifetime for that. Reload speed is good. Some early mining.
Surely next time will be better.
We can get both of those. I guess so. And some early survivability, a little bit of extra gold stuff. I guess we'll go big lifetime and see if that works on the ground effects that they leave. Could either be pretty good or completely useless depending on that.
Can't believe how green I was when I saw it. Took out a loot box.
Decent HP, always nice to have a bit of survivability on heavy dot focused builds. Since you can't really fight your way through enemies, you have to wait for them to slowly die. Sometimes you end up in situations where you kind of have to take hits to get through. If we can set off those detonators with some of the acid over the wall, that'll be pretty helpful. Decent status damage. Probably the best damage stat we can get here. Oh, I can't re-roll anyway, so divers it is. Paint job, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Firebolt, we need that for extra damage over time. And then there's the Sentinel, nice. The 3 weapons that I wanted the most here.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
So there's 3 different unstable overclocks on the Bolt Shark. So you aren't always guaranteed to get a specific one, but there's 2 different ones that are fine for hitting with multiple bolts. You can either fire all of them at once with every volley, or you can fire alternating ones and a nova around you for the final shots. So we might be forced into one of those depending on what we roll at level 18. But one of them's good for AoE, one of them is good for single targets. I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue with either of those with this build. I'll take probably reload. They're close, but we're going heavier into beam weapons here. Big paint job, and I would love to get the level 18 on that quickly for all of the different ground effects. Bit of armor.
Can't hang around forever, miner. These bugs aren't your friends.
Reload is nice for the sentinel. Reload. So, potency, probably go for that.
The threat level keeps rising. You have to move, miner.
Weapon range, that's fine. We don't have any boxes left, so I'm actually not really in a rush to kill that guy now. We can just farm a little bit more XP. Reload into an overclock. And out of these, I kind of want to make them explode pretty quickly for the level 18 double ground effect. So I think this will actually fit with that a little bit better. Having them follow behind me and leaving a constant path of like burning and shocking grounds. Although doubling the number of beams is obviously pretty insane. That's pretty good for the sentinel.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
Probably damage and potency. That works on the bull shark as well, actually.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave.
Reload.
Stage 2 completed. Taking you closer to your target.
Take the cheap levels. I'm not completely sure on these. They aren't like the most relevant stats here, and they're a bit more expensive. Let's do a couple rerolls first. I do like paint jobs to push the level as fast as possible. +1 beam's definitely there. That's only 2 beam weapons that don't really scale that well with reload, so we'll probably pass on that. Global damage, it's fine. Big acid and potency for 2 of the weapons that have the most effects there is kind of cool. Potency is good for that. And then a bit more gold.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
I'm wondering if fighting bugs in Lumi's dirt is the best way to make a living.
Paint job into a second overclock. We don't really need that for a full status damage build, and that's just so many stats that help us apply them more often. I think I'm going there.
Fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
Especially if we end up going into the Nova effect that only triggers after you shoot all of the clip outs. That'll help us trigger that a lot more often.
Supplies blocked. Get the landing zone cleared.
Let's clear them out. Shoot it up.
Good work. Supply pod inbound.
Gold and Nitra. Let's go for Nitra for more weapon levels, I think. Get those overclocks going really fast.
detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
I'll just take a level here, I think. Although I probably could have used some more pickup radius. Oh well.
Big swoon detected. Lock up and get ready.
Crit chance, I guess we'll grab a bit at purple. Just so much higher than everything else there.
Objective completed.
Nitra, sure. I'll take reload over plane damage. And then I guess we'll try and go for the purple box here, since they're already fairly low and we have a bunch of stuff stacked up over here. I do need some pickup radius.
All tasks complete. Stage
Then I guess some gold here to go with the Nitra so we can spend all of that. Reload is decent on the Sentinel. Let's get a bit more pickup since those are pretty bad. Reload into an overclock. And we did not get the disposable tech, so mining it is. Nice combo with the Nitra scanner we already have at least. Let's get a bit of movements here.
That's one for the books. Taking you to stage 4, miner.
Paint job. Potency's okay, but I think I'm gonna pass on a purple on that.
Next.
Take a cheap potency for it. Reload for that. See what else we got. Status is good. Cheap potency.
I want another go.
Reload. Maybe a little bit of weapon range to help the levels there. Some survivability. One more reroll. Potency is good there. We can actually get both of these. Movement and a bit of lifetime.
Get to work. That's aliens to be killed.
Now we have 3 weapons fairly close to the unstable overclocks on stage 4.
I hope this mission will pay off handsomely.
So these actually are some of the worst stats for them. I guess we'll probably take a reload on that.
Supplies blocked. Get the landing zone cleared. The scavengers lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
I guess we'll get an overclock and then +1 beats for that. Jesus, there's just a constant stream. I can't move anywhere. There's literally no path out of here. I can't even see with all the damage over time. Let's go for some potency here. Please, man! Why am I dying? I'm avoiding everything possible. There's still so much damage. Where's the red sugar? Let's go potency here, getting close to the new overclock for the sludge pump.
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arrived.
I don't think I have time for the supply pod now. Like, I just got cheesed into the corner so freaking hard, there's just no time left. Let's go nitro here. Then potency. So this is the new one, burning and shocking zones. Very cool. Man, I just couldn't move for 50% of the level here. That's crazy.
Yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
Rip artifacts.
Excellent work, Miner. Stage complete. Onwards to stage 5.
Potency's okay, some more HP so we don't just get cheesed like that. I like potency. Probably see what else we got for those. Luck. Reload is nice. I could finish that off, but we'll probably go past 18 on it, so kind of wasted. Potency, I guess that's fine. High rate for more debuffing and some global damage.
Here we go. You've found the dreadnought. Now you just need to make it come out of hibernation by destroying the cocoons. Show them what a single dwarf can do.
Let's get them in. Feel much better now.
Exemplary work. We've achieved your objective in record time.
Paint job would waste a level, but those aren't the greatest anyways.
Like me.
So I think we'll go with the Nova effect. That'll look the coolest, and well, that was buffed on some of the weapons, but I don't think it was on the Bolt Shark actually. The Plasma Carbine got the number of bullets doubled there, and the Stubby got a 50% increase. So it was on like a weapon by weapon basis, and I don't remember seeing anything for the Bolt Shark.
Supply pod prep for you. We need the LZ clear.
Back the hell.
Supplies inbound.
Potency.
Didn't see that coming, sucker!
These are garbage. That's not even viable on Interrogator. Encabulator's pretty nice. 2 solid stats, and the mining speed penalty isn't that bad since we have the turrets mining for me. Which gets faster with the reload speed on it.
Let's show them some pie! Watch out! It's big and it's dangerous!
The single target should be very high now with all of the Krakatoas chasing after me, and this was changed to also leave electric ground as well now. And all of those will be following behind me since we have the tank tracks.
I'm not scared of you!
It does make it even harder to see now with extra effects being left on the ground.
Well done, team. Immediate dreadnought threat eliminated. Objective completed, miner. Head to the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
Come and get me, you
I'll
big
take a level here, get that up eventually. Big pickup radius. Level here, I
This
suppose.
is a rare treat! Feeling much better now.
Stage 5 done and dusted. Taking you to stage 6.
Global
This one makes me
damage.
wanna be a better dwarf.
Reload, reload. Do I want that? I guess so. And then we'll go burning zones on that as well to match the sludge pump and the sentinel.
I want another go.
Reload, potency, some HP, more potency.
I rarely go for this one.
This is a simple mining mission. Get it done, miner.
It's quiet. Almost too.
Big swarm detected. Buck up and get ready.
Think you can kill me? Think again.
Too much crap to send in the supply pod.
Big
Figure out
global
the operation.
damage.
Changed my life.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Landing zone ready. Impact imminent.
Pickled nitro for massive damage. We do have a nitro scanner to go with it. It might be a bit early since I'm going to cripple my movement speed. Let's do a couple rerolls, see if there's anything cool like a gold scanner.
Get enough of this rare stuff.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective. The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Back to hell.
fire rate is better than that. I'll grab some more HP.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has
Let's
arrived.
get a bit of
them
pickup
now.
radius. Make sure we collect all those resources from the scanners.
Open.
I am about to grab a magnet, so maybe. Bit of reload for 3 of the weapons.
Gotta move on, Miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily. We're going deeper. Stage 7 is next.
More pickup.
The one.
Bit of fire rates. Don't really care about those. Luck, definitely. That's
This
okay.
one makes me want to be gonna roll the dice on this one.
Potency. Potency.
gimme.
More pickup.
I'm feeling lucky.
Luck. Potency on both of those. A little bit of mining speed so I can try to start a tunnel myself and then have the
We have quotas to fulfill.
tank tracks get dragged behind me at least.
I'm ready for a beer when this is over.
Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly. The swarm's heading your way. Load up.
Decent lifetime.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Let's show them some pie.
Supply pod prepped. Clear out the landing zone and triangulate your position so it can land.
We have all of these, so potency it is.
Suck on this, you freaking nature.
Here we go. Prepare for impact.
Pay to win is not bad. I think I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna do something epic with this. Break the pie.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
Let's show them
Potency.
clear them out.
All tasks complete. Stage finished.
+1 beams for the sledge pump. I think I'm gonna take that.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not feeling proud about it.
Stage 8 is next. Keep it together.
Bit of HP and see what else we got. Yeah, potency,
What else we got?
reloads, fire rate, reload are decent for that. I guess we will.
More options.
Not the greatest, a lot of HP I guess. That's okay.
Show me more.
potency is really all that there is here.
Nothing for me here. Let's try
Reload
again.
would have been decent for the sentinels. I'll take some
I
acid
can't
and
get
potency
enough of this
there.
rare stuff.
Probably just pass for now.
There's work to be done. Up and at 'em, miner.
Sets feel a little bit awkward here. If I was going like all in on the sentinel, or at least adding in some other constructs, then reload speed and lifetime would be very good. But because I'm split between the flamethrower and the sludge pump as well, those ones don't really get a lot of value out of those stats, I think. Then we just have the Nishanka with some weird stuff over there as well.
The time is not great.
The scavengers lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill. Well, I got it in the mouth. Ooh. Yeah, we got the order.
Big fire damage and potency.
Gotta have it.
I guess so.
Baby. Feel much better now.
The swarm's heading your way. Load up.
You want the war? I got it in the
Resupply
mouth.
prepared. Clear the landing zone of obstacles.
Shoot to kill. I'm dying of it.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
One down.
Box of goodies headed your way, miner.
Luck to help us get beam upgrades. It's actually one of the best artifacts you can get for this build. HP, what's the reload on that? 1.71, probably like 4 to 5 times as long as that. We can use a little bit of that still.
Don't die.
Decent potency, we have 2 stages left, so probably not gonna get the full value out of that.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it
Gold is a bit better than that, and we have the coupons as well.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
The time is not great.
We're going deeper. Stage 9 is next.
Luck,
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
fire and
Nothing for me
potency,
here. Let's
potency,
try again.
a little bit more
I'm up
mining,
next.
potency,
Oh,
some
yeah,
movement.
Now we're talking.
Reload is great, potency,
one's
potency,
so
global
neat.
damage.
What else we got?
A little bit light on the nitra, a bit of lifetime, so we'll just save that for the cool beam weapons here. Global damage is good. Reload for the Krakatoa.
Oh, this is it.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
Wonder what slump the Savage and the cat painted on. You shouldn't need precious minerals. It will get you killed.
Fire
I
rate.
can't get enough of this rare stuff.
fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
You almost there. See you in hell. You bug warrior.
Can't land the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed. Got a supply pod incoming. Well done.
These are garbage. Gold tipped is not bad. Holy is potentially fantastic. We'll go there. Let's see what else we got. Status is great. So is luck, but we only have one shop left, so this has got to be better now. Decent golds. Status. I think I didn't get the supply pod here yet, and we still have a bunch of orders, so get that out of the artifact pool. Get Nitra. Decent gold or Nitra. We'll go here, I think.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out.
Damage and potency, that's junk. I don't think that works on damage over time. Reload.
Well done. You got them all.
Red sugar.
That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back.
I got
If
it
you
in
make
the
it back.
mouth.
Potency. Fire rate's fine.
More options.
Damage and potency. Definitely potency on that. And sure.
Next.
Big armor. Those are all junk. Status is great. Reload's good.
I'm feeling lucky.
Potency. That's fine.
Became a better dwarf.
Works on the turrets at least, so that's decent.
Let's shake it
But we're
up.
kind of exploding them more than hitting with the beams that much. Damage and
Better
potency.
dwarf, and yet surely next time we'll be
Those
better.
are
I'm
terrible.
feeling lucky.
Damage and potency for acid, reload, luck. Even though there's barely anything left, reload.
Here we go. You've found the dreadnought. Now you just need to make it come out of hibernation by destroying the cocoons. Show them what a single dwarf can do.
Dwarf, collect some gold. Let's show them some pie. Almost scared of you. You buck down. Come and get me, you big bottling bug.
So that's actually the final egg before the boss over there. Avoid that. But yeah, let's see what kind of damage numbers we can get on the boss here. Reload for the Sentinel mainly.
Supply drop imminent.
Weapon box. Let's see. We have less than a fifth of that. We have the encabulator, but not the multi-tool. I don't have that many artifacts. I don't think either of those is that big. This will probably do the most overall. See how fast we can delete the boss here. Then we'll try and get a bunch of ground effects over here now and just absolutely shred him.
Wiped out. Good work, team. Objective completed. Objective completed, miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
One down! Scared of you!
That's actually quite a few turrets considering I wasn't really focusing those stats. Just occasionally getting them when we had them in the shop. So final stats, 97% reload, 354% status damage. I think those were the main ones here. 513% global damage is pretty good. We had that from the encabulator, the pay to win, and the gold tipped. And then we were trying to get as many different damaging status effects as possible. Burn, shock, and acid here. Burn, shock, and acid here as well, with the Nova firing all of those at the same time. And then burning and electrical ground here, pretty cool. Also mining for us with the Nitra gold scanner. Flamethrower, a little bit of extra fire zones.
Impressive work, miner. The dreadnought never knew what hit it.
I guess I'll try and add those together and then subtract them for like the total. No, they just have so many different damage types, it's so complex to do that. I don't know, we had a buttload of fire damage, a little bit of acid and electrical damage over time. That's about all I can see there. We had about 15, 18-ish million here, with 161 total, so about 143 damage over time. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.